Hi everyone, we are resuming my Minecraft hardcore and time-lapse playthrough, and we are still trying to work our way down to bedrock. We've hit a cave, but it's not so insurmountable that I can't really do anything with it. But I've run out of dirt to block up the sides of the stairway. So I think it's about time to head upstairs and do some surface terraforming. It's kind of hard to believe that I would run out of dirt, of all things. Well, let's get rid of this zombie. And then I'm going to do just a bit of lumberjacking here. I think I need to make it a point to get a couple of trees with every episode. And then once I have an armful of wood, then I can look into replacing the sand and the sandstone with some proper dirt. And eventually, over time, the grass will spread across the rest of the beach. As you can see, I've got some grass spreading along these blocks already. And it'll creep its way across the rest of the lawn soon enough. And all of this won't be dug up in a day. We just have to keep coming out here and attacking this in baby steps. So there is an interesting aquatic structure off the coast, and that should make for some interesting eye candy to look at and spark our curiosity while we are out here. Maybe if I had armor with aqua affinity and respiration magical powers, then I could swim out there and be brave enough to do some exploring. But I don't yet. I'm still in the Stone Age. And now we have to go back inside and put everything away and sort out my tools. I've made a loaf of bread because something tells me I'm going to need some nourishment before long. And I'm hoping that we get enough of a garden outside so that I can farm enough wheat to have multiple loaves of bread, and then I can eat and heal myself if I get hurt. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to dig eastward a bit to work on my main road. And then I'm going to run downstairs and see what kind of progress I can make with this little dirt that I have. It's very crucial for me to be able to protect myself from surprise threats. And when I'm caving like this, dirt and sand are key ingredients in ensuring my safety. So we will finish blocking this off, and we are just about enclosed once again. I feel like I kind of messed up on the pattern here, but we will fix that. There we go. I'm not going to go back and agonize over which level I was off. As long as I get to bedrock, and then I can go up 4 meters and begin my mining operation. Well, would you look at that? I have discovered, let me see, what appears to be a mineshaft over a bunch of lava. The good news is that's my obsidian farm now. We will just dump some sand to ensure that we don't cook ourselves alive should we so happen to fall. And then I will slowly increment my way ever forward and downward. Because one way or the other, I will reach bedrock. Gosh darn it. And this doesn't look like it's, you can't get past it or anything. I just need to maybe make a corridor off to the side to where I can safely explore this once I get the proper equipment. Right now, I'm just about bare naked except for my clothes, and no armor, and no decent weapons. I mean, I've got a half-broken bow I picked up from the Skeletor at the other base from the first couple of episodes, but that's not really going to do me any good yet. So all I can do is keep transitioning this sandstone and sand into future grass, and then this will be the home of my future animal farms. So once I reach the portion of the main road tunnel that I am digging, where it comes back out to the surface, then that will be another daytime project for me to tackle until I reach the part where I can easily lead cows and chicken through this tunnel and into their respective pastures. Whenever I start a new Minecraft world, I always like to start at the shore and work my way inland so that I can have the farm and a mining operation close to the sea. And as I've said, I will build a dock eventually and craft a boat. And we'll go yo-ho-hoing one day, should we feel the adventurous spirit. Right now, I really don't have any incentive other than to do my own thing. However, if somebody were to offer me a donation, then I could purchase some bravery from deep within my soul and go off on a wild, wacky adventure. Until then, I'm just going to mosey around and let me dig out what will soon be my storage area. And right now I will just carve out a tiny little nook, and it's still dark outside. Let me finish this out. I will come back down here and expand this exponentially. But first, I'm going to make a few chests. And we'll put 1, 2, 3. And they will be for my 3 main decorative stones: andesite, diorite, and granite. And when I expand the storage area exponentially, that will give me room for like gravel, sand, stone, anything you can put your mind to. And here is the surface side of the tunnel. So I won't be working on that overnight anymore. But I won't work on that today either. Today, and possibly for the next several episodes, I need to terraform as much of this as I quite possibly can. And then we can have a cow pasture, a chicken coop, and a farm for vegetables. But in the meantime, I need to gather up a lot of dirt because I'm very quite surprised that I am running low on this resource. And I also need to get some trees too. It's probably for the best if I can try to match the number of sandstone I have in my inventory with a number of logs. This way I can be reassured on any fuel concerns. I won't be using wood to build with unless it's like trim, or there will be a floor or a ceiling above it. I just don't want to run the risk of lightning striking and setting everything on fire, even if I have a lightning rod. So I'm going to mark out what will be the cow pasture. And that corner closest to the shore is the corner of a chunk. And I'm going to try to make the pasture exactly 1 chunk large. And the same thing will go for other structures, and I want to try to keep everything on a grid. So it's just for my own internal 3D orientation reference. There is a method to my madness. So let's head backy downy the stairs with a fresh armful of dirt and sand. And we will finish out this episode trying to make some sense of all this garbage. Thank you for tuning in and watching this far. Be sure you do the needful, type words, click buttons, and let me know, give me suggestions on what you want me to do. Do you want me to go nuts and explore the Mineshaft with just my axe? Anyway, I do love you guys. Thank you for subscribing and watching and putting up with me. I'll keep this content up. Until then, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.